Hello and welcome back to Brochure Bifold Mockup help video. This is chapter 2, editing the file in Adobe Photoshop. In this chapter, I'll show you how to place your own designs and how to modify these mockups. My name is Maria. I'm a graphic designer and I'll be your guide throughout this tutorial. So let's get started. First and foremost, we need to open up the Photoshop. And one of the most important things is that you need to have this layers file open. So you can just press F7 on your keyboard and it will automatically open and close this layers panel. Now there are two ways of opening the mockup. We can go to File, Open, or if you're working in Windows like I do, just drag your smart object, drag your Photoshop file directly into the work area in Photoshop and it will open up. Okay, once we got that open up, you'll see there are 3 groups here. This is the group you're interested in. These are the mockups. Settings folder is basically the settings and the way these mockups behave in this environment. So if you want to work with the settings, if you want to change something, you first need to unlock it, and here is the icon to do that. Okay, so we have some certain settings here with masks. So like I said, if you are a little bit more advanced in Photoshop, you can play with these settings, etc. And finally we have the render. Here you can basically change the opacity of the shadow, the strength. If I put it at 100%, you see it's much stronger. I can lower it down and play with it. And finally we have the background layer. It's being locked just because we need to make sure that it doesn't move while you're working in this mockup. Okay, now as you can see in the Designs Goes Here folder, there are 3 mockups in this case. Usually there are 4. We don't have the back cover because we basically don't need it. So each and every one of these layers, as you can see, have this little icon on the right bottom, which means it's Smart Object. Now, we need to double click on that Smart Object to start editing, and we have 2 choices. We can either place our own design here, or we can create our own design here. So which way you want to go, it's fine. In this case, I'm going to be placing designs. So let me just find the mockup design. Okay, now first I'm gonna add, let me go with the gray, I'm gonna add the front cover. Now as you can see, in case that you have resized during the place checked, this is how you'll, and especially if you have bleeds or anything else on your design, this is how you get the image placed. As you can see, it's not at 100%, so if this happens to you, just simply double click here, make sure you have checked this maintain aspect ratio little icon here, place it at 100%, enter, enter, and we have the mockup done. If you don't want this way of placing your images, you can simply go to use the keyboard shortcut Control-K. The preferences window will pop up, and just uncheck this resize image during place. Place OK. Let me just delete this. So let's do this all over again. And now when I place the image, voila, it's placed at 100%. Now we can leave it the way it is, or we can merge these 2 layers so the size of the Smart Object doesn't increase. The way to do it is either through keyboard shortcut Control-E, or you can go to Layer, Merge Down, and then we save the file. We're just going to go to File, Save. Make sure you don't go to Save As because you won't do anything. So you need to save the file, close it, and voila! it's applied on our design. Basically what we need to do next is just simply repeat the process for each and every smart object. Now of course you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to place the designs, you can just create them. So if I would just to do this, for instance, save the file. As you can see, I'm not going to merge it, I'm just going to leave it where it is. I'm going to go to File, Save, and once I go back, voila, it's been applied. Now the same rule applies to all the templates here. It's fairly easy. It's one click change. You double click, you place your design, you save it, and that's it. Okay, that was it for chapter 2. If you have any issues or questions, if you want to know a little bit more about this mockup, please don't hesitate to send me an email and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you for watching this tutorial and see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.